Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Wednesday, May 26th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, additional public land agencies in Arizona are now imposing Stage 2 restrictions on campfires and smoking due to wildfire activity and dry conditions. The new restrictions, taking effect today in southeastern Arizona, are being imposed by the Coronado National Forest and other agencies that include the State Department of Forestry and Fire Management and the Federal Bureau of Land Management. Now, restrictions are also being imposed in the region by the Saguaro National Park and multiple national monuments, national historic sites, and national wildlife refuges. In northern Arizona here, the State Department of Forestry and Fire Management also is imposing new restrictions in parts of the Coconino County north of the Grand Canyon. The latest restrictions there are in addition to ones previously implemented in other parts of the state, including the Apache Sitgraves National Forest, Coconino, Kaibab, Prescott, and here on the Tonto National Forest as well. Well, in other news from the forest around us, the Arizona Game and Fish Department is accepting applications for $75,000 in annual grant funding for local sportsmen's organizations to provide public mentored projects that are focused on the progressive development of new hunters and anglers. The local sportsman group grant program places a high priority on projects that involve the pursuit or harvest of fish or wildlife with a valid license and any necessary hunt permits, and are geared toward participants who have the appropriate experience and skill level relevant to the particular project. Now, grants will be awarded through a competitive application process. Online applications and instructions are available at azgfd.gov/LSG. Applications must be received no later than 11:59 p.m. June 27th. This grant program is more important than ever for Arizona's conservation organizations, many of which have had to cancel fundraising activities that rely on volunteers who also are struggling at this time. Those are the words of Doug Burt, the department's recruitment, retention, and reactivation manager. He went on to say this grant program will help shore them up so that they can continue their community efforts, wildlife conservation work, and programs for citizens who are desperate to learn about the outdoors. The projects from these funds and the efforts of these community groups return far more in value than the grant dollars would be able to do on their own, providing education about safe and ethical hunting and fishing, and as well how sportsmen play an important role in wildlife conservation. And by the way, there's no cost to Arizona taxpayers for this grant program. Game and Fish does not receive any of the state's general tax funds and operates under a user pay public benefit model. The grant program is an investment in the continuance of wildlife conservation efforts and outdoor recreation participation within Arizona. If you'd like to learn more about hunters, anglers, and shooters and boaters and how they can fund wildlife conservation, just visit azgfd.hunting/WSFR. Coming up in Rim Country weather, quiet weather will once again warm temperatures and afternoon southwest breezes are expected through the end of this week. So what can you expect weather-wise for the upcoming Memorial Day weekend? Well, a complete report is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hi, I'm Michael Dowling with the Old County Inn and Pinewood Tavern. So we've been using Terlucas and Brandt probably for the last 4 years. They've been really awesome to work with, Amy and Marguerite. They do everything now from pretty much all of our payroll needs, pay all of our taxes. They even help us on Fridays to pick up our checks, which is great since they're local. But I pretty much use them for everything. They've been awesome to work with, and they take off all the things I don't have to worry about as far as taxes go, so I can concentrate on my business. But as for now, they're pretty much doing all of my personal taxes, all of our payroll needs, all of our business taxes, and very affordable and just awesome to work with, and they're local. So we really appreciate them, and they've been a great partner with us so far.
Taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, you can expect cloud cover to continue throughout much of the day today before clearing west to east through this evening. A weak disturbance will pass by the area today, bringing some afternoon breezes with some gusts of 20 to 25 miles an hour possible. For Thursday through the weekend, we'll continue to see some afternoon breezes as several disturbances move across the western U.S. Then on Saturday and Sunday, southwest winds will increase as a deeper trough moves across our area. Temperatures will remain warm through the period, with conditions remaining very dry all the way through the holiday weekend. We could even see some periods of near critical fire weather. So be sure to use caution and, of course, abide by all local fire restrictions. Models different on their interpretation of the pattern early next week. The weekend low may linger over the area for a little bit early next week as the subtropical jet stream flow becomes a little bit on the weak side. There's a good agreement that the ridge will build in across the Pacific and begin to slide in across Arizona by midweek next week, with differences on timing. Now, should the trough remain in place a bit longer, as some of the long-range models are depicting, well, we could even see some isolated light shower development in the eastern areas of our greater region here. That'll be about next Wednesday as a push of weak moisture from the east creeps in. Confidence is still pretty low on exactly how the pattern will play out next week, so stay tuned for the latest updates in the coming days ahead. Well, meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should look something like this. Going to be pretty nice out there for the most part. Here in Payson, with gradually decreasing clouds, we should see a high warm up today to around 82 degrees, with our low tonight dropping to near 50. Up on top of the rim at Clintswell, 70 is their forecast high today, with their low tonight dropping down to around 40. In the deserts of Tonto Basin today, well, they're going to see things heat up to a high of about 93 degrees today, and then, like a lot of our region, they'll have a 30-degree drop tonight down to a low of 63. And all the way down in the Valley of the Sun at Sky Harbor International Airport, well, they're going to be able to stay just shy of the century mark today. It's still going to be pretty warm, though. They're forecast for a high of 98, and their overnight low tonight is only expected to drop down to around 72. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Hump Day Wednesday.